Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Wow, this is one of the first times I'm actually playing the game when the events literally just start. So it's around 5 AM for me right now. So check it out, we have the NAUTICK'S Tales Challenge. Alright, so this event goes on for 3 days, 21 hours, and 56 minutes. So I'm going to show you how the Tales event works. I already made a video with Bloomeria. It's essentially the same thing, but I want to show this video again for those of you that didn't really care about Bloomeria and just want to focus on the NAUTICK'S Tales Challenge. I'm going to tell you guys how many gems it's going to cost because yes, you are going to have to spend gems. And don't worry, it's not too much. I think we know there's a Tales Challenge every single month. It's always after the maze, so there's time to save if you want the monster. And if you're wondering whether or not you want the monster, check out my exclusive first look because I go into detail on that monster. And see what else we have going on. The speed up happy hour, Warmaster rotation. There are monster coins in Monsuet for you to get Boom Shakalaka. You know what? I would say get Galante Jr. Of all the monsters in the back to school, you should get Galante Jr. We'll go over that as well. Let's see what else we have going on. Ah, yes, this is the main star of the show. The breeding event. You do not, I repeat, you do not want to miss out on this monster. You have 2 days to breed it. Let's see, who do we do? Don Canine and Pure Pandoff. There it is. So hopefully you prepared them. You can substitute as well Chiao Long and Pure Pandoff. We're going to start off with the breeding event. So Chiao Long plus Pure Pandoff or Don Canine and Malarian. So Don Canine or Malarian, let's do that first. XX. Alright, breed. Don Canine, where is Don Canine? Don Canine and Malarian. Start breeding, let's see what I get. I got, oh look at that, it is 1 day, or 1 day, 21 hours, 59 minutes. And we'll do it again. It's Chiao Long and, I already forgot it. You always want to make sure you don't mess it up. Remember, you cannot do the two jokers together. Alright, it's Chiao Long and Pure Pandoff. So, select breeding. Let's speed this up. Chiao Long and Pure Pandoff. Ooh, they're at the top. Let's click it and take a look at that. I got another 1 day, 21 hours, 59 minutes. So you must be wondering, what is that? So, with this event, you always get one of the 4 monsters. So, maybe it's a Heist, maybe it's a Zenfira, maybe it's the Inheritor. It's going to be one of those. I don't know who it is. I do want to speed them up because I'm super curious. And honestly, I want to start using GAHY ZUHL in the rank up survival dungeon. Like, literally, I want to speed it up and start using it. So I never tell players to speed up. I say this is one of those times where you might want to activate your Rune Guard. Right, activate the Rune Guard and then speed up. And if it's a monster, hatch it, start ranking up in the rank up survival dungeon. Alright, so plus you can also speed up by watching videos, so make sure to take advantage of that breeding event. With that being said, I'll speed it up in a couple hours since this reduces the time down to 9 days or 9 hours and 11 minutes. So with that said, let's talk about the Tales breeding event, right? Or the Tales event. So the Tales challenge, it's a progressive event. You want to make sure to get to the key. Alright, with this key, you will be able to use all of the tokens you've collected throughout the time. So if I scroll over here, see these things right here? You've been collecting them, you've been doing the dungeons, you've been watching Monsterwood videos. The only way you can spend them is if you get the key. Now, if you only get 1 key, you can do an exchange of 1 for 1. If you get more of these chests, you can do a better exchange. Like, look at this. Assuming you go super far, you can get 26 cells per 1 single emerald or sapphire, whatever it's called. But obviously, that's going to be expensive because if we click on the Tales Challenge, how far is it? So there's 1 key, there's another key, there's another key, there's another key, there's another key. Oh my gosh, you gotta go far, right? Alright, so we're gonna ignore that. All I want players to do is to get every single monster that gets released, right? If it's a free-to-play monster, I do consider this free-to-play even though you gotta spend gems because, again, the game gives you gems throughout the duration of the event. So let's start off by showing the cost. So this right here is from ML Guide's Discord. Links in the description if you want to join. I always recommend players to join. Best guide about everything you need to know, whether it's mazes, whether it's Tales events, whether it's races, every single thing you need to know, the information is there. As you can see, to get a total of 100 cells, and by the way, that also includes the chest, the avatar, and the tails, because those are essentially free, it's going to cost you a total of 131 gems, assuming it takes 3 days and 22 hours, which is the whole duration of the event, alright? So that is one cost, but I normally don't like to use that cost. Instead, I like to use a different cost that takes into account a 7-hour buffer. So in case something goes wrong, life happens, you're not always going to get exact logins. Hey, that's cool. Here is the cost of getting the monster with a 7-hour buffer. As you can see, the total time is 3 days and 16 hours, and the total gem cost is 163 gems. Alright, maybe it's a 6-hour buffer. But regardless, you're spending anywhere from 130 gems to 161 gems. Again, I know it's quite a big amount, but at the same time, it is doable, it is manageable. And as you can see, let's go. So we're gonna stick with this one. So to get 20 cells, you're gonna use 46 gems at the 0-day and 12-hour mark. So that means your initial login at 8 hours, because you log in 8-hour intervals. You log in 8 hours, you do a collection, and then you actually log in 4 hours. So you're not gonna wait the whole 16 hours. You're gonna log in 4 hours. So that's 12 hours have passed. You're gonna do a collection, and then you're gonna pay 20 gems to skip. Or yeah, sorry, 46 gems. It should cost 46 gems to skip. You pay the gems to skip, and then you play again. So that's how the event works. Hopefully that makes sense. I have other guides. I will link it in the description. A step-by-step where I literally took a screenshot or record it every single time I logged in. So yeah, guys, let's actually go to some actual gameplay. Alright, so this is my first initial login. Look how easy it is to do it. Collect gold. You can literally click collect all, and then we're going to find a random monster to feed. We'll do one of these monsters right here. This level 7 guy looks like he wants to be fed. Alright, feeding is complete. We'll exit out. We will collect gold again, and we will feed again. And you'll see the Tails Challenge rewards pop up. There we go. We'll click over here. We're at 6 out of 25, 4 out of 14. The fight is super simple. You literally just click fight, and it looks like I already did the breeding. We'll click auto here, and bam. That's it. That's one collection. Now I will come back in 8 hours. So you'll notice, because the time right now says 3 days, 21 hours, I'll come back when it says 3 days and 13 hours, and I'll do another collection. Now, the one thing you might be wondering is armor. Is it even worth it to get... Oh, actually, one thing I have to always emphasize is put a timer. I wear a watch, so I always put a timer for 8 hours on my watch. So 8 hours for right now, it's charging, but it'll buzz. So after this video, I'm going to put that timer. Normally, I'll put it next to the mic and you guys can hear it, but just imagine it. Bzz, there, that's my watch. Alright, so now the only question you might be wondering is armor. Who should you get? Let's say you only have 200 gems. Should you get the Tails monster, which is guaranteed assuming you log in, or should you go for the brand new monster, GAHY ZUHL? Now, this might surprise you, because in the past, I always say never do breeding events. Never go crazy spending gems on breeding events, alright? If it's RNG, you might not get lucky. Unfortunately, you might not get the monster. Well, this is one of those times where I'm going to take that back, and I'm going to say, honestly, if you had to decide between Nautic and the new monster, GAHY ZUHL, get GAHY ZUHL, even if it's RNG. I would honestly rather take the chance and try to get GAHY ZUHL in the breeding event than to get unlucky. And let's say I'd rather try and get unlucky than get Nautic, because a chance to get the new monster I would like it too, because it's such a powerful monster. It's going to be a meta monster. So I would say participate in the breeding event. Even if you have to gem a couple times, be smart about the way you gem. See, the reason I'm not gemming right now is because I know as soon as I activate Camilla, it's gonna go down to 9 hours. Alright? And I still need to wait those 9 hours, because again, like, you should gem, but also be smart about it. So I'm going to wait until I come back to do a login for the Tails challenge, and then I'll speed it up, and then I'll watch a video, and bam, that's essentially free. These are about to clear up, so I'm going to have plenty of space. So also be smart about it. Don't just gem like crazy. Be smart about it. There are things you can do where you turn off the Wi-Fi and speed it up, and that way you can see if you get the monster. So if you did get the monster, that way you can only speed up that one and don't worry about the other one, because once you have one, you're good to go. Yeah, because then you hatch it, and again, rank up survival dungeon, and that's it. So yeah, you always get, if I'm not mistaken, you always get one of the frat monsters. So that's the good thing about this event. Theoretically, it should be 25% chance to get everyone. I mean, no one ever knows the results. It could be 10% chance to get the new monster, 30% to get the other ones. It could be 5% chance to get the other ones, and then the other 95 is split between the other three. I don't know, but I mean, this monster is too good to miss. The last thing I wanted to go over is the back to school challenge, right? Look at that, I have 558. I would say go for Stun Gum, because in the Stun Gum, you could also get Galante Jr., because Galante Jr. is going to be used in future breeding events, whereas these monsters, as cool as they are to have, they're not really going to be used in future events. So definitely, I would say go for that Galante Jr. Alright guys, with that being said, that is going to be everything you need to know for these events. It's pretty straightforward, so best of luck to all of you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, thank you very much. Remember to subscribe.